Hello everyone, today's construction day 158.
We had a good day off yesterday. We had a chance to sleep in just a little bit, and we went out and did some shopping and got the truck washed, got the scooter washed. We actually found a new Japanese restaurant downtown, just one block off the boulevard. We just went for a walk. We went down late in the afternoon and parked the scooter and walked around the boardwalk area, the boulevard. And then we decided to go one block off the boulevard and just walk and see some of the shops. And we seen this Japanese restaurant. The menu was posted outside, so we stopped. And we said, why not? We'll go in and give it a shot. And we really enjoyed the food, right?
Yes, it was better than the other one, actually. It's more authentic.
Yeah, it was really, really good. What I liked about the sushi is it all looked very fresh, and it was there on display for you to pick. And then they made it in front of you. So you had an opportunity to watch, call it the sushi chef, making your sushi. And it was visible. It wasn't in the kitchen and behind somewhere. It was right there visible for you to watch. So we really liked that. And the tuna looked really good. So that's what we had. And, we had 2 entrees. So you enjoyed it, right?
It was very nice. Very good.
Yeah, it was very, very good. So we're up here in the work site today. We got our Wi-Fi installed. So now our satellite TV and Wi-Fi, both are installed, all within the walls, in the conduit. Done correctly, so we're very pleased about that. There's 2 new guys up on site working on the ceiling, but unfortunately 3 guys out. So
can't win.
two steps forward, 3 steps back, but things are getting done. So we'll go ahead and get you guys some updates. All right, so the entire roof, all the firewalls have been completed. 100%. So now what they're doing is they're going back, and anywhere it's a little light, so you can see the difference here from here to say right here. It's a little lighter here, so they're just going back and just touching up the spots. And then if you remember, this was all the other day, this was all exposed conduit going from one level of the roof to the next. So they went ahead and filled that in with cement on Saturday with waterproofing in it with the Sahara in the cement. And then they put a coat of that membrane on it this morning and let it dry. So now he's going to come back through with another coat and do another real good coat over top of this, because that cement is only about an inch thick or so over this conduit. So they're going ahead and put that membrane on there as well. But the roof should be in real good shape now, because now the chance of this concrete wicking and allowing any water in should be slim to none. Yeah, Dino did a real nice job. He put this is a second layer of the membrane over top of that area where all the conduit went in. So that's good. So once that dries, that should be in good shape. Now today we have the guys running the fiber, so they ran the fiber all the way up the mountain, and this is our secondary pole that we don't use for electricity. That's feeding Janelle's house and Marcella's house, and then it goes up the mountain. So what they're doing today is they're running the fiber down, and they have a small piece of PVC, and what we're going to do is we're going to run it from this pole right to here. And it's going to be under the overhang. See how this overhang of the main room? It overhangs a couple of feet. So the ceiling's not in yet, so it's perfect time to run the fiber in, and it will go up underneath this overhang. It'll be above the ceiling, because the ceiling will come out from the main room and come out here with the cement board to seal this off. But we'll be running the fiber all the way across the span of the main room. So here is the completed look of our satellite, and you can see the install. we installed here on the side of the firewall, and then they ran the cable alongside the firewall itself, all the way down until it hits the conduit here that we have going down into the main room. So this is going to be the exact same conduit that the fiber that they're starting to run now is going to run under the overhang. So here's the overhang right here, and then it's going to come out, and then I'm going to ask them to have it come up here and then turn and be just like the cable, just run along this side. And hopefully they brought clips like the cable guy did, and then run the fiber right down. Now we have a tie wire all ready to go. So once we hook up the fiber, we'll go inside the house and then just pull on this metal wire, and it will pull the fiber straight down into the main room. Let's cross our fingers. All right, so we just came down from up on the roof, and we did pull the fiber down the conduit. Came through no problem. We got a lot of excess right here. So now what they're doing is they're just zip tying it along with the cable for the satellite, running right along the conduit here. And then we already had a tie wire coming through here all the way down to here. So it was very easy for them. So they just hooked the fiber to the tie wire, pulled it through, and it took 1 minute, less than a minute to pull through. And now they're bringing the fiber through, because this is where the main modem and the main Wi-Fi unit will be here in the main room. So the guys are getting it done. All right, so today we got a little movement on the ceiling. So we got 2 new guys here. They were here in the very beginning of the build. Ivan and Senior. So they're starting to work on the ceiling here. And they're being very cautious, as you can see. They're coming close. But we're just making sure, and they're making do. They're reaching over. It's a little bit of a challenge, but they're going to be able to come across here no problem. So we left this side open for the Wi-Fi, but the Wi-Fi was run today, so they did get it hooked up. So there's our modem box. And here is our megabytes per second. So that's more than sufficient for just Willem and I. Went on Netflix, no problem. Went on YouTube, no problem. Upload, download is fine. So another thing off the list. So now we want to concentrate on getting this ceiling installed. Looks a little bit like a science project, but they are starting to drain the water. They got a sump pump, and they're draining the water out today. And they also brought up a pressure washer. So they're going to go and start pressure washing all this inside here, get it all clean to get ready for tile. And all our coping tile, the mosaic, as well as the mosaic tile for the design on the side and for the design in the middle of the pool. Was told that it's all in, and the contractor will start bringing that up this week. So the tile is in, the remaining tile, the mosaic tile for the pool. So the guys that'll be actually doing the tiling are just hopefully a week or 2 away, and we'll start getting this tile completed. All right, 3 panels are finally completed. They were able to cut the rebar today, the remaining rebar, and you can see the fresh cement here. We had that 1 more to top off. So this is finally completed. So now we're ready for Janelle to do the backfill and the rocks once he's done with the back drainage. So Sunday, as you guys know, is our down day, and I always mention it's wash the truck day. So you can see how good it looks. And we had a viewer question saying that we live so close to the ocean. Did we get our truck undercoated? And the answer is yes. When I actually bought the truck, I had planned to get it undercoated right away. So I actually made an appointment in Leyte to a place in Ormoc City. This is where I bought the truck, in Ormoc City. And they actually used a 3M product that I was used to because I always had my trucks in the US, my Toyotas, always undercoated. So I wanted to try to find a 3M product, and they actually did not carry 3M at the Mitsubishi dealer. So I did find a place in Ormoc, and I actually made an appointment to get the truck undercoated, and I didn't even buy the truck yet. So the day I picked it up, I took it straight from the dealer and took it right to the place to get undercoated. So I didn't drive the truck around at all, just so the underneath was as clean as possible. But they actually put it up on a lift and did a power wash anyway. But they said it was the cleanest truck they ever seen. I said, well, it's because I drove right from the showroom right to their shop, which was literally maybe 2 miles tops. And they went ahead and got it undercoated right away. And I was really surprised. They put so much paper around and taped so many things off, like the tires and wheels. They really did a nice job. So yes, the truck was undercoated the same day I picked it up from the dealer. All right, so Janelle is doing a nice job here with the drainage. So he's got the wall up, and then he's got the 3 blocks high rendered with Sahara, and he's got the gravel in place. So he's just wrapping up doing the last little bit there of rendering, and then we'll be ready to put the concrete base in. So what I did was I just ran out and I got 5 more bags of the Sahara concrete waterproofing because he used 5 bags for the whole wall, 5 bags of Sahara. So I said to him, why don't we use Sahara in the concrete itself that's going to be right on top of the gravel. And again, it just makes it waterproof instead of the water just soaking through the concrete over time. Now it is pitched, so it should run, but the compound here, it's pretty cheap. 60 pesos a bag, 5 bags, so that's 300 pesos. So that's about $6. So six additional dollars to waterproof the concrete that goes all the way down and back of the house. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So it looks like we'll be actually pouring the concrete here tomorrow. Look at the kids. 1 boy, 1 girl. So they're doing good. Couple days old. Look at this one. It's all tan in the front and darker in the back. And then this one is light all the way. So Mapa's pretty good. She doesn't mind me petting them at all. Now if a dog comes around, like Sandy for example, then she gets very protective. But this one here I've been watching. I was up on the roof quite a bit today, and this guy likes to jump. Jumping around already. So just a few days old. Mommy don't mind me being around at all. So 2 new members of the neighborhood. Little boy and a little girl. So I guess we're going to have to name them. So any suggestions, let me know. So I haven't been back here in the dirty kitchen in quite some time. So they're having a hell of a time getting the rebar and the excess steel. So you can see it here. You got a piece of rebar there, piece of rebar there. Let me zoom in. Right there and right there. And then there's another piece of strapping there. It's not doing anything. So they're working on cutting that out. But since the the roof is on, they're struggling with it a little bit, but they're getting it. So they got a couple panels done. They just completed that one. So they're just going down, removing all the excess steel, and then they'll putting a topping and getting that all straight and level. So that'll look good once it's completed. All right, so Dino's wrapping up the roof, but the last step, and I didn't know they were going to do this. I just actually borrowed some of it. But they put this aluminum foil tape on all the joints for the flashing. And at first glance I said, oh, tape ain't gonna work, but this is the stickiest tape I've ever seen. I mean, look at the glue that's left behind from this tape. So what I did was I said, hey Dino, give me a few inches of that. And what I did was, this is the fiber, comes up and goes down. And I did put a piece of plastic over top of the conduit here, because now we don't need to get into this conduit anymore. We have our fiber running through, and we have our satellite TV, which was what this was designed for. So I don't know if this is going to last in the UV sun or not, but boy, that is some sticky tape. We just set it on and it just doesn't want to come off at all. So I went ahead and covered that up. I'll keep an eye on it and see how long that lasts in this Filipino sun. But they did a real nice job. And I'm going to have to hit this with a little silicone. This is in the overhang, so it won't leak into the house. But we're still going to go ahead and cap this off and put some silicone in there so it's a seal. But you see they did a nice job on the outside. And I'm wondering if anybody has any experience with this type of tape, if it will last in the sun or not.